Alright, my buddy Devin decided that he wants me to possibly paint him a Crackle guitar. And he gave me pictures of like it's an older school Jackson or what, and a Kiesel. Black Crackle on top, but layers of, there's depth to the base coat. So it looks like there's yellow, orange, and red coming up through the base by itself. So it got me thinking, I think I got an idea of how to do that with spray cans. I'm gonna spray my three or four base coats. They're gonna be different colors. So I'm gonna start with a yellow base coat. I'll move to an orange, and then I'm gonna do my last coat as red. Gonna give probably 50. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do 2 pallets of it or just 1 test strip. Give it roughly 15 minutes to dry, and then hit it with Crackle. What I experienced on my headstock is the shorter the dry time, the Crackle actually starts splitting your base coats apart. So this is a test to see if taking multiple color layers of a base coat, giving it minimal dry time, and then letting it crackle, is that going to split my base coats to reveal the different color layers underneath? We're gonna find out. So I'm not trying to match the colors that he gave me right now. I'm just getting the general colors, yellow, orange, and red, just to try the effect out and see if I get the process, see if my idea of the process is going to be accurate. So here we got a base coat of the yellow. I put it on relatively thick because I don't want it, I want it to be vibrant, I want it to be there. I'm going to let this dry for about 7 minutes. I'm going to come on with the next coat of orange, and I'm probably only going to let these last couple of coats dry for maybe 5 minutes or so, because I want them to be looser so that when I hit it with Crackle that it's more likely to start spreading those layers. So again, I'm just experimenting here. We're going to see what happens. I hope this comes out really cool. Base coat 2 is on. This is the orange. We've already got a victim. He's about to be part of a masterpiece. Got about 2.5 more minutes, and then we'll hit this with red, and then we will wait for the magic. Alright, I'm doing what I always do here. I got the third layer, the red layer on, and now I'm starting to question my decision. Should I go ahead and hit it after 10 minutes with Crackle? Should I wait the 15? On my headstock I waited 20, and I could see some layers pulling apart, but it's all the same. It was all the same pink layer, so it's hard to tell how many layers actually pulled apart. Thinking about going with 10 minutes here. Just enough time for this to kind of really solidify, and then start to solidify, I should say. I don't want it hard. I want those layers to pull apart. So changing the game plan again. We've got 9 minutes. I'm going to wait full 10 minutes, and then we're going to hit it with Crackle, and we're going to see what happens here.
All right, here we go. About to go with the black Crackle. Try not to go too heavy. Man, that's strong. That stuff stinks. Well,
I'm going to take this as a loss on one side and a win on another. Nice big cracks. More of that kind of a barbed wire look that I've been trying to go for, which is really gnarly. Again, I waited the 10 minutes. Now I am starting to get some wrinkling. Not totally sure what's going on there. It did not pull my layers apart like I was hoping. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try a second one. Maybe try shorter time between coats. A little lighter on the coats too. And I don't know, let's experiment a little bit more. I got more time tonight.
alright, yellow's on. It's been 4 minutes. We're going to go with layer 2. The bug's coming in already. Okay, that's all I'm going to do on orange. Another 4 minutes and we'll hit red. Alright, I'm about to hit it with red. Okay, just that simple. Try not to go too heavy on this one. Alright, take 2. Try to go a little lighter there. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, wait a minute.
Alright, I think I'm onto something here. Now the cracks weren't as big. Much bigger. These are much smaller, but we had some of the undercolor bleeding through here. It's hard to see in this light. We had some orange starting to peek through. There we go. It's a little better in this glare. A little bit orange starting to peek through. I think I'm onto something. I think those base colors have to. There's not a lot of dry time if you want these to start coming through. So
Mama told me to tell you to paint her pots too.
we're gonna have some experimenting to do in the future here. See if I can get this right.